Okay, good morning. Took yesterday off. Had some client stuff to do. Not technically. Well, I said I have time off between gigs, but I still have some client work going on. I just don't have a big client until mid-September, so it was a fun day taking care of some stuff. But I'm back on today. Got a little bit more done with the kind of like feature stuff, filling in like links to the examples, like, hey, here's where you can see how to actually do this stuff. But I'm getting a little sore at doc, so maybe I'll get a little bit more done with this and then wrap it up. But I think what I'm actually gonna do is I have a one of the many projects on my backlog of stuff is I don't really have a good way of describing it, so I guess I'll just draw it out. I have something that's basically a it's an RP 2350, and then it's got a couple things on the board. It's got some PWM outputs. The plan was to use it as like a motor controller or something, maybe for robots or something like that. And the other thing that it has on there is an accelerometer gyro. It's not quite an IMU, to be honest. It's a little anemic for an IMU. But it's a, what is it? It is an LSM 6DS3. LSM 6DS3 or something like that. So it looks something maybe a little like this, where we've got, I'm realizing that this is probably a little small for a stream. Sorry about that. But this is just like GPIOs, and it's only outputs. This is SPI. So I guess this one's technically, tell you what, let me do. Shout out to Monodraw, by the way. Excellent program. So yeah, it's got a SPI port and everything like that. It's also got some like other breakouts, but I'm not actually doing anything with it right now. And then if I have my PC, it's got a connection between these two for USB. So yeah, it's just a fun little breakout board that I really just need to write drivers for. But the fun thing is with this gyro, the gyro is relatively high bandwidth. Like, you can set it up to multiple kilohertz sample rate for both the accelerometer and the gyro. So it might be a fun little benchmark of this. And I don't have an example right now doing the RP2350. I think I might actually in a branch. I just never upstreamed it. So I think today I might work on building as much of this as I can and seeing how it goes and what does work well and what doesn't work well, because I think that'll be fun to show that off. I've forked out on a couple demo projects and gotten stuck in some places, so this is hopefully going back to something where I can make relatively good progress relatively quickly. Yeah, and then anywhere where my plan is to get it done rather than perfect. So if I fall into somewhere where I'm like, oh, it'd be much more efficient if I did this, but that isn't possible, then I'm just not going to do that. And I'm going to have a version that works. And that way, hopefully I'll have like a full end-to-end project showing this kind of setup in the repo. At some point, maybe it'll make sense to split the examples out into something else. But I think this is what I'm going to go for today. This is my 2025 10. No, it's not 10. 08 15 demo. I don't know if I'll get it all done today. It would be cool, But I think actually, to be honest, most of the time that I'm going to spend on this is there's not a good async driver for this accelerometer. There's a synchronous one, and I don't remember why. I looked at it and I was like, I don't know if I want to use that, but I don't remember if there was specifically something wrong with it. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for today. I think a good chunk of it's going to go into developing that. There's kind of two ways that I could go about this. So one of them is to like a project that I've worked on in the past is called Pretty Hal Machine, which basically the goal is that instead of like writing a driver here, you just write the dumbest like ability to forward spy commands here, and then you send the commands over through here. I know in Postcard RPC I have a bunch of examples like that do like driver forwarding, because that way you can write your driver on the desktop without reflashing your microcontroller, which is useful if you're using a bootloader or if something else is up. So maybe I'll mess around with that. Maybe I will not. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. My dog was barking at things, and I needed to have him not be barking at things, being a generally good neighbor. So, yeah, I think this is... I don't know which one I'll go for this. If I'll go, like, the Pretty Hal Machine route, or if I'll go the... like, normal firmware route. Both could be interesting. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing. I have some work of this done in a branch somewhere. I'm going to go find where I left off. I probably got derailed somewhere, or someone else asked me something. But I guess the steps are probably something like... probably like get RP2350 project set up. 2 is going to be like figure out some structure for either firmware or PHM approach, and then get it. Well, then I probably need to do something like get the accelerometer driver working. And what else do I need to do? I mean, make nice demo for... Excuse me. Make nice demo. It would be cool if this worked by 20 CST today. So yeah, maybe I'll optimize for that. Whatever I think I can get interesting to talk about by the end of the day is probably what I'll aim for. Excuse me. So yeah, that's probably what I'll go for. I don't think we've got maybe 1 or 2 people in chat. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think this is what I'm going to do for today. And so I'm going to keep working on it. Figured it'd be fun to do demos on Friday. Maybe I'll have something fun to show off by the end of the day. Probably for next week. I don't know if I like doing 10 streams a week. That's a lot. Maybe it's just because my brain's been mush because it's been hot here, but I probably won't do that next week, especially because like on Tuesdays there's the embedded working group meeting, and on Thursdays I've got some other stuff going on. So I might do Monday, Wednesday, Friday of next week. If you're watching this later and you have opinions on the start of day, end of day, if it'd be better to just do one a day, let me know. But I'll probably aim for like, I'd say my plan, it could change at any time, but my plan for next week would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, start of day, end of day. So if you're watching this, say hi in the comments. I'll keep doing these. They'll keep going up as replays on YouTube, so you don't have to be here at the same time. If there's a time that would work better for you, or just want to let me know what time zone you're in, cool, go for it. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful day, or whenever you're watching this, and I'll be back in like 9 hours from now, hopefully with something fun. As a preview, I'll show you what the board I'm talking about looks like. It's a fake quad rotor. I'm not actually going to make something that flies. It's just an example, because I was talking to a friend about this. But being able to do like PWM control like a lot of the quad rotors have, and then I've just got a solder party RP2350 stamp footprint on the back. But this is meant to mostly just be like a fun little desk toy of a thing, not an actual quad rotor that flies. So yeah, we'll see how that goes by the end of the day. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a couple hours.